What's up, guys? We're gonna be ranking some damn Lego Batman Cowls today, because I felt like it. Um, these things have been stuck in my brain for like fucking years now, and I need everyone to know what I think about these Lego Batman Cowls because I feel like they don't get talked about enough. And that's what we're gonna be talking about today. This TGD Bat's little Lego corner. All right, some ground rules is we're only going to be covering Lego pieces that exist in real life. So there's some of these have kind of alternate versions in the games, but they don't exist as physical pieces. I will be mentioning the games, but that's not what we're going to be ranking today. We're going to be ranking physical pieces that exist in real life. We're going to be talking about how they represent that era of Batman, kind of what it's supposed to replicate, how good they look as a piece, and their functionality and their vibe and their aura. So we're just gonna go over it. There is one exception. Batmite's here just because I like him. It's not technically a Batman cowl, but it's similar enough. All right. Starting off with the Gen 1 Lego Batman cowl. This one began in like 2006. This was the original Lego Batman cowl that they were working with, and like the original sets and the first two games, I believe, use this one. The main things that kind of separate this from others is it's very thick ears. His ears kind of they're like big old triangles, and he's got kind of like a unibrow design, very blocky kind of vibe. Um, I love this cowl. It's probably just nostalgia because the first Lego Batman set I ever got was this. I believe it was like a Catwoman chase set. Like Catwoman had a bike and Batman had this piece. He had his fucking cool ass wings, dude. I thought that was the coolest shit of all time. But it also made me mad because it didn't come with a cape. So actually, this shit sucks. But actually, it's really good. Honestly, I think this is one of the better ones. I think even taking it out of nostalgia, this is definitely supposed to replicate kind of classic Batman. It's not really trying to be anything specific. I think probably the closest is, I mean, this is similar to, I guess, Michael Keaton Batman in a few ways, just kind of with how thick his dome is. But I mean, it's pretty good. We're gonna go B tier. Actually, we're gonna go A tier. A tier. A tier cowl. All right, second cowl. This is the Gen 2 Lego Batman cowl. These are just the names I came up with for them. They probably have official set names, so I can piece 1, 2, 4, 9, 6, 7. So this is a really good Lego Batman cowl. It encapsulates Batman really well. It's not really trying to represent anything specific. I guess maybe it kind of resembles kind of the Chris Nolan Batman. In fact, actually, the mold on it reminds me a lot of those like shitty little Batman Halloween masks that they still sell because they made a fucking gajillion of them. This one's pretty good though. It is incredibly overused though. Incredibly overused. This cowl. It's used in fucking everything. It's still, I think it's still used to this day, or at the very least, it has only recently been retired within the last like 2-3 years. It frustrates me when they use this because sometimes they use it for sets that don't even need it, that already have a perfectly fine cowl. For example, the Robert Pattinson, the Batman Lego sets. When that movie came out, they made new pieces, they had new prints and everything, but they reused this one, even though at that point, this Gen 3 cowl already existed. Some of the traits of the Robert Pattinson cowl, I would say. It doesn't have long ears, but I think definitely the ears are more comparable to the Gen 3 cowl rather than the Gen 2 one, just because the ears really aren't this long. And I feel like the most striking part about Robert Pattinson is his open jaw. His fucking Chad jaw is out there in the wild. He wants everyone to see that damn thing. So why would you give him this piece that has the chin strap and doesn't look anything like his Batman design? And it's even more jarring because just when you put the Gen 3 cowl on the Robert Pattinson piece, it just like it fits perfect. I don't know why they ever changed it, because this already should have been out the zeitgeist. But Its most prominent use is probably in the Lego Batman movie. This was the main piece they used for those sets and that movie design. It was also used in Lego Dimensions, I'm pretty sure. It was probably in a few of the Lego Batman games. Um, I like it. It's very classic, but insanely overused. I'm fucking sick of this thing, dude. You couldn't pay me to take this off you, man. This is getting a B tier for that reason. Now, moving on to Gen 3 Lego Batman Cowl. This probably came out, I was probably like about like 10, 11 years old. I was getting really into Lego at this time. I was super excited for Lego Batman 3. And, dude, this piece is just fucking goated, man. This piece is just so damn good, bro. Look at that. He looks so cool. And I'm someone who usually prefers kind of thicker, longer ears, kind of Arkham style ears for Batman, but there's something about, dude, there's something about his beautiful little kitty cat ears here, dude. He looks fucking good, man. I like the open jaw. I feel like how they changed it up to fit with the open jaw is that they changed the head printing on it. What it was before was that it was basically just a normal guy printing, and then there was like a white band on his head to simulate like the white eyes effects, which is fine. But they gave the piece like a balaclava kind of look. So one, you get rid of the kind of fleshy bit that you can see on the neck of these other Lego Batman, and also it just gives it more dimension. It kind of makes it look more like a cowl than it does like a helmet, which I think these other ones kind of tend to fall into. This one is goated, super underrated, really not used very much. Even when it was the relevant piece for the time, it was still replaced by the Gen 2 cowl, in the Batman sets and in Lego Dimensions. For some reason, they just never really appreciated this. The biggest spotlight it ever got was, I guess, those like DC animated like Lego like Justice League movies, and obviously Lego Batman 3. But other than that, isn't really used too much. It was in Lego DC Supervillains too, actually, now that I think about it. But still, I think they never really got full potential out of this piece. And this easily gets an S tier. I wish they were still using it. I don't think you ever needed to change this one. I think it's so good. All right, moving on to kind of a different one, kind of a curveball one. This Batmite piece. This was in one of the DC Lego minifigure blind bags. Also appeared prominently in Lego Batman 3. Batmite was kind of your hints guy in Lego Batman. They haven't revealed the Batmite design for the new Lego Batman game yet, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be like the shopkeeper in that game, which is a pretty good use for him. So yeah, I think this is pretty good. Yeah, good representation of the Batmite design. I like that it's very similar to the Gen 3 cowl with kind of the lack of a jaw and everything. I like the bent earpiece. I like the big kind of open eyes. It gives him big, like, cartoony, goofy eyes. Kind of difficult to rank him in comparison to all these other Lego Batman helmets because it's not really doing the same thing. But I think for what it's trying to accomplish, it gets an A tier. I think it's really good. All right. Next one, this is also from, I believe, the same Lego minifigure blind bag. This is the first appearance Batman cowl. He's got his long ears. This is just a modified version of the Gen 3 cowl, and I think this one is also near perfect. I'm a sucker for the original classic Batman design. I think it looks so fucking sick. I love his stupid purple gloves. I love his kind of retro belt. I like his tiny bat. I like that he's fucking strapped. He'll shoot your ass, dude. He will shoot your ass. This actually has another version of this in Lego Batman 3 in the 75th anniversary character pack. You get a classic first appearance Batman figure, and he looks very different. He kind of reminds me of like the Shadow a little bit in that game. I don't know why. I think he looks really good in that game, but I think this piece is just much better. I love the long ears. It looks sick, and I think for what it's trying to do, This is also an easy S tier, baby. This is an easy S tier. Alright, moving on to this piece of shit. This is the 1989 Lego Batman cowl. This is specifically trying to look as close as possible to the Michael Keaton Batman Returns era mask. This was originally put out in like those big like ultra, collector sets with the giant Batmobile and the giant Batwing and all that, but you can now get it in poly bags, and I think it might be in another set maybe that's easier to get. So this isn't a hard piece to get. It was for a little bit, but I hope you didn't pay a lot of money for this when it was kind of difficult to get with the set, because this shit is ugly. I get what they were trying to do. He's got a thick-ass neck to kind of replicate, Michael Keaton's Batsuit where you couldn't move his damn neck. But I just think they kind of did it wrong. I feel like if they really wanted to replicate that, they could have kept the thick neck and had that, cover the shoulders and everything, but they didn't need to make the cape a part of the headpiece. I don't really see the point in that. You could easily just have a normal cloth piece just set under the mask, and then I think you get a similar effect, and it also doesn't mess him up being able to fit in the Batmobile. Like, you can't fit this guy in his car. How's he supposed to drive if he can't fit in his damn car? Because this cape is hard plastic, and for some reason it doesn't have the little scallops at the end of Batman's cape. It's all like round and weird, and it's like a hard plastic, so you can't like pose it or anything. I don't get the point of this. I understand what they were trying to do, but I'm sorry, this shit sucks. This shit sucks. Technically there are two versions of this too that changed the logo, because the logo looks kind of weird and stupid in the 1989 one, and then it gets cool and normal in Batman Returns. So there's two different versions of this. I believe the Batman Returns one is only in a poly bag, and I think that's the one I own. But yeah, not great. It also reuses the same damn cowl. It's just a modified version of the Gen 2 cowl piece. What are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing? Why are we still using this damn piece from 2012? It's 2025. Well, I guess these sets came out in like 2021, but still. Alright, moving on to this new Lego Batman piece. This is the new Lego Batman cowl that they're using in all of the new sets. It's going to be in the video game that's coming out. And I remember when this got leaked. It got leaked a few months before the actual sets came out. And unfortunately, even though this is the new mainline one, I'm not really a fan of it. I think it looks too much like a motorcycle helmet. It's a little too round. The ears aren't really sharp. Like these, like these other Batman cowls. This one, the Gen 2 one especially. I know I've been giving this a lot of flack. This could be used as a weapon. This can draw blood. If you stepped on this shit would kill you, dude. This Batman's lethal. This Batman's like a damn gummy bear, bro. I could chew on this damn thing. Yeah, I'm not super into it. They brought back the chin strap. I thought they had a really good thing going with the chinless balaclava look. I thought that was a really good way to give it kind of more depth and have it more in flux with the figure itself. Because I've already said I like it looking more like a cowl than a helmet. This is an ultra helmet. Like, this is the most helmet looking a Batman cowl piece has ever looked. So I don't love it. They did a new thing too with the eyes. Previously, for all of these, what they would do is that they'd have the white band and the eye holes were, empty on the mask, and so the white band would act as the eyes under the piece. And I really liked that because I thought, well, one, just because, I mean, look at these damn pictures, dude. Holy aura, man. Dude, shit looks tough. Having just like a Batman helmet, dude, I want like a life-size version of this on my coffin, like this is cool looking. But this one, it just looks all goofy, it looks like a toy. These aren't toys, these are Legos. Can I put it? Okay. But yeah, like I'm just not super into it. Also, this is a similar issue with the Gen 2 cowl where they're using it in sets that just don't make sense for it. For example, they have newer sets based off of the Michael Keaton Batman again. I don't know why they're pushing it so hard. I guess because the Flash came out. But they have new sets for the Michael Keaton Batman movies, and it uses this piece, even though I feel like you could have used the Gen 2 cowl, or you could have used the Gen 1 cowl, or you could have used this piece of shit, I guess. You could have used any of those other ones, and I think it would have fit much better than this one, because this looks nothing like Michael Keaton's Batman. They also used it for the new Batman Forever set that came out. It's in like silver, and the eyes are blue and everything. It's like what are we doing here? This looks nothing like what it's supposed to represent, you know? Back in my day, these represented something. The first appearance Batman cowl represented first appearance Batman. The Gen 3 one kind of replicated his New 52 look. This one is just general comics. Actually, it kind of looks like animated series Batman a little bit. And then this one is kind of Chris Nolan Batman a little bit. Like, these all represent something. Even this, God bless his heart, even this is at least trying. This one doesn't feel like it's trying. This is the most just basic Lego Batman piece you could possibly make. For that reason, I'm not into it. For that reason, I mean, you've been seeing it, but for that reason, it's definitely a C tier. It's not nearly as bad as this one, but it's not nearly as good as this. Not Batmite, this one. Hey, these are all way better than this one, man. Big disappointment for me. Makes his head look huge. Looks like a bobblehead. I hope that in the new Lego Batman game, in fact, I'm pretty sure I've seen screenshots, but I hope that in that game, there are other, unlockable suits that use a different piece from this one. If they just put this piece on all the other suits, I'm going to be pissed. I hope they don't just use this one. But, yeah, this is my Lego Batman cowl ranking. I'm glad to have finally gotten this out of my system. Yeah, honorable mention, too. For the Lego Batman movie, they made a new piece that would go in between the leg piece and the torso, and it was like his belt, and it gave a super nice like 3D effect with the whole thing. It made the belt protrude out a lot more, and I thought that looked so cool. I think they should have kept that as a permanent piece. That's such a great addition to the Lego Batman design. Like this cowl with like some like classic torso and leg printing with the Lego Batman movie belt piece. That's the perfect Batman minifigure, man. That is actually just the perfect Batman minifigure. I wish they kept that. Also, fuck those new plastic capes. They're fucking stupid, and they look ugly as shit, and you can't fit them in your damn car. Case closed. Goodbye.